Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. This is our first regular council meeting, and for the first regular council meeting, we have public comment.
Recording stopped.
And you can talk to us on any issue you want us to be take notice of. Tonight, here we'll have our majority leader, Marilyn Rossetti. We will have Councilwoman Bilodeau, Councilman Hernandez. To my left, beside me, we have our esteemed Corporation Council. We have Councilman John Gale, Councilman Mitchum, and Councilman Thomas. So welcome, everyone. And everyone here knows the deal. You got 3 minutes. Councilman Gale will be in charge of 3 minutes. That's right. Thank you for pointing that out, Ms. Yenny, that we do have council people that's joining us. I don't have on my glasses. Thank you so very much. I didn't bring the the far glasses. And we have Councilwoman Rosado and Councilman Clark with us. Thank you, welcome. And again, welcome to everyone, public hearing. John Gale, Councilman Gale will be in charge of our 3 minutes timing. We got a beautiful new clock, so everybody can see from there and see how long as you're counting down the time. Oh yeah, we got a new clock to do all this, absolutely. Okay. Oh, okay. I was reminded by Majority Leader Rossetti and Chairperson for the for Parks, Recreation, and Public Works, that item on the agenda that looks like the recreation ordinance has been postponed. It's not so. We will be voting on that ordinance today. So just want to clarify that to everyone. We're working, it was a little bit of kinks to work on that so it'll show better for the public to actually see on the agenda. So the first person speaking will be from Noah Webster School. We have 6 individuals, young people from Noah Webster School to speak. We're going to come up to the microphone. Maybe you want to bring it on a little bit for them. There we go. And Mom and Dad, if you would like to come up here and take the picture of them testifying, please, you're quite welcome. All right. So I need you to state your name and where we live, and then you can start tell me what your issues are.
Hi, my name is Eric Becker.
You got to come up a little bit further. Speak louder so we can hear you.
My name is Eric Becker, and I live in Hartford.
Thank you.
Good evening, Council President and members of the Court of Common Council.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Charlotte, and I live in Hartford. We are third, fourth, and fifth graders at Noah Webster Micro Society Magnet School and live in Hartford. We are lucky to have done so many sports in the past through Active City or 2-for-1 Sports, but we wish there was more opportunities for sports in the city.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ada Plouffe, and I live in Hartford. Creating a recreational sports department would give 27,757 kids in Hartford a chance to do sports, and that is only kids ages 1 to 17. We wish we had a swim team year-round and multiple sports teams through the city that could compete against each other.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Madeline Becker. I live in Hartford. Now it is hard to find out about activities. We think a city-wide online website to sign up for activities would help everyone learn about sports in the city. Right now, we only find out about activities when our friends tell us.
Thank you.
With sports and organized activities, we develop new abilities like teamwork, staying healthy, and making friends.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Ella and I live in Hartford. The department would allow opportunities for those who cannot afford to participate otherwise. We would like more after-school programming and summer programs for everyone.
Thank you.
My name is Alexa. I live in Hartford. We are glad we had a chance to speak. Thank you for your time, council members.
Well, thank you, Noah Webster. Thank you, Noah Webster. Thank you so very much for being very articulate and what you want from us council members. So thank you for doing so. Yay, civic government. Love it. Okay, next person to testify. And you guys still had time left over. Exactly. So just in case anybody else wanted to say something else, they are a model. Councilman Gale says you had time left over. So thank you very much for adhering to your 3 minutes. Next person to testify is Hyacinth Yenny. Welcome, Ms. Yenny.
Welcome. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's good to be back in the council chambers, speaking on items that really matters to our community. I'm Hyacinth Yenny. I live in Hartford, also chair of Maple Avenue Revitalization Group. So I'm here tonight to support the removal of recreation from parks, right? And the reason why I think it's so important is because for years, I mean, we used to have them together and, you know, they didn't work and we removed them. So now we're talking about accountability. We want to make sure that whatever we do, we're doing it because the sake of our children. We have so many kids in this community that needs a place to go. However, most of the time, these kids know nothing about what's happening in our city. Okay, so we need one person who can organize, moving things around, making sure that kids in the city know what's happening. Now, if you look in general, I'm not sure how many of you gone into these recreation centers, but the way I look at it, and I listen to the recreation, every month we listen to the announcement of what is happening. And sometimes I have to say to myself, what are they talking about? Because I don't see what they're talking about. And I'm thinking, we need to make sure that if we have someone who is organizing all these programs within our city, then we know who we can hold accountable for making sure that things are happening for our young people. There's so many programs in the city and no one in charge. We need to make sure our Hartford kids comes first. You go into other towns and you see what's happening, and I know for sure they're organized sports, all right? We look at our kids when they play basketball, and we're saying, how comes our kids can't be like those kids that knows it because they've been trained to do it from an early age? And let's face it, we do have the kids. It's not a matter of, we can't get the kids. They're here. We just need someone who intentionally go out to make sure that these schools know that we have program after school. There's no need for our kids to be on the street doing nothing. There is rec centers. We have Pope Park. We have the one on Main Street there. We need to make sure that our programs are geared to our children in the city, okay? So at least we know for sure that they are in the programs and not on the street doing nothing. So I'm just here to say to support this effort, and I'm hoping that all you council members will vote to do that, and then we can say, hey, we have somebody who we can hold accountable, all right? Not putting everything in one pot, and we never know where that money goes. We want to make sure we know who's spending that money for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yenny. Leslie Hammond.
Hi, Leslie Hammond, 1 Linden Place. Good evening, everybody. It's good to see everyone. And now we're all fancy with our QR codes. Of course, I forgot my phone today. And thank you to the youth that came to speak up. It really makes a difference. And I really hope that you move forward with the separate department. It seems obvious, and we're grateful to the nonprofits that have been doing it, but it's really, really important we talk about the violence that the youth are exposed to, and we all know it's so important for kids to have sports and other things to engage in. So a few other things that have been on my mind. First of all, if you could put the public comment somewhere on the webpage, that would be really helpful. I couldn't find it. I know from experience that we've had it, but it needs to be on the webpage. And the webpage is so much better. I was talking about the webpage maybe 7 years ago, and it's come a long way, so bravo. It's really good to have the agenda there. I'm really glad that Mayor Roonin is doing higher fines with housing, but he talked about registering the owners of the buildings, and I thought that the last council talked about that, and that was happening. So I didn't have a chance to research it, but I thought that was something that when we know these are LLCs, we don't know who they are, that we already talked about doing something about that. Batterson, please just do something. I still think a developer's looking at it, but that's my gut feel as a realtor. You know, let's not just have another season go by. The state, DEEP does not want it. It's obvious. The forum they had, I don't know if any of you attended, it was so depressing. They're just like, the water's bad, you know, it's gonna be hard to secure it. They don't want it. So, and I don't know if Riverfront Recapture could really handle it. You know, that's Representative Ritter's idea. So just please, please, please do something. We've been talking about this for a really long time. And lastly, I haven't heard much about what's happening with Thody, if we're going to get a new police chief, but I feel when he became police chief, I wasn't for it. I spoke out against it. You know, I don't know all the ins and outs, but I feel that we need somebody that can communicate better with the community. And now we have people that feel like they have to be armed persons in the North End because they feel things are so bad and people don't feel safe. So that is not good for the city, good for the people, and certainly not good for real estate, hate to say, but you know, those things, I just had somebody ask me about it today, so people are picking up on that. So try to figure that out with a new police chief. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Simon.
Madam President, if I just could, because Ms. Hammond asked just a question about, did the last council do something about licensing landlords? And I can just answer that question that we did.
You want to make a statement?
Very briefly.
Very
just
brief.
by way of information, the last count, there was already a rental licensing program in place that had certain dates for different sized buildings to get licensed. The last council, I think just last year, pushed those dates out a little bit because the city didn't quite have the capacity to get it all done. But that is happening as we speak.
Thank you. Next up to speak is Bishop Torres.
Good evening,
Good
Madam
evening.
President, City Council members. I come before you tonight. We have, for the last 2 years, been able to raise the Christian flag at City Hall. And there's a group of Hispanic pastors that led this effort, but also included African American pastors, Anglo pastors, because the Christian flag represents a wide range of citizens in this city. I know that when many flags try to get raised, some have more controversies than others. And for some reason, the Christian flag has become the biggest issue. I want to remind this group that Boston Court agreed 9-0 that Christian flags should have the same opportunity as any other flag. There's over 250 churches in this town. The Christian flag is raised in most of these churches, but we also raise the American flag. And I want to remind you about that almost every church has the American flag inside its building. And I feel that it's unfair that at times we have to be trying to get our flag up, especially when we want to do it on Holy Week, and it is a representation of so many of us. So I encourage you guys to consider allowing the Christian flag to have an equal chance and a fair chance. There's no political motives behind that. It's about celebrating the most holiest week for us, millions of believers around the world. So I stand here today to ask you guys to really consider having the Christian flag be risen on the week of Holy Week. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Mike Downs. Oops, missed somebody. I didn't see that one.
Good evening, council members.
Good evening.
My name is Michael Downs. I live at 74 Rosemont Street in Hartford. I think the first thing I want to speak about is the COVID money is leaving the Hartford Public Schools. And with it could be the after-school activities, the support teachers such as resource teachers and extra special ed teachers, as well as other support personnel. Also, with the extra teachers, there are able to have smaller classes, and a lot of this stuff will go away. Students are learning better, doing better because of this extra help, and these after-school activities, of course, that's all they have. They don't have any recreation. That's gone away. And speaking of recreation, back in 1933, at the height of the Big Depression, there were 66 entities that had recreation. They came under the Parks and Recreation Department. And today, you count, there's 4 or 5. And so that's, although there may not be that much money around today, there's a lot more today than there were in 1933. I think it's time that we put a little more money into the to the recreation system, and probably consider merging Parks and Recreation. And certainly part of those 66 entities in 1933 was Batterson. And Batterson's not hard to run. There's no security problem out there. It's just, I worked out there for many years, and it's an easy place to run, and it's a fun place to be. It's a place where people in the city can get out and have a picnic, swim, and enjoy themselves. And we've lost that too. We have to get our recreation back in the city. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Anthony DeLizzo. If I pronounce your name incorrectly, DeLizio?
It's okay, no one pronounces my last name correctly. It's Delitzia.
Okay.
Listen, you were close, so that's all I can ask for.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Firstly, I just want to congratulate all the new city council members, as well as express my gratitude to all of the council for your service to the residents and city of Hartford. My name is Anthony Delitzia, and I'm a representative of the Health Collective, which was originally founded as the Hartford Gay and Lesbian Health Collective in 1983. Our nonprofit, which has been based in Hartford since its inception, provides medical, dental, and support services to the LGBTQIA+ and broader communities of Connecticut. Recently, our 40-year-old organization has undergone a revitalization. We announced a rebranding and a name change, welcomed a new executive director, expanded our services, and added new staff, which has allowed us to better serve the community. Although our primary constituency is the LGBTQIA+ community, it's important to note that our services are available to any person who needs them. My reason for being here is twofold. First, to reintroduce our organization, and to reaffirm our commitment to working with Hartford's public servants. The mayor and council's support over the years has been crucial to our longevity as an organization. We view you all as vital allies, just as we are allies to you. Second, I want to address the city's proposal to establish a Department of Sports and Recreation. As a health organization, we've identified that obesity, poor nutrition, and social isolation as some of the most pressing issues facing our society. If established, this dedicated and well-funded department can help address these issues in a meaningful way by fostering community engagement, encouraging physical activity, and providing a platform for wellness resources. This department can significantly benefit Hartford's residents. Therefore, the Health Collective strongly endorses this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next up will be William Cordorio. Dario. All right.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Cordero.
Cordero. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cordero.
Good evening, City Council President, and good evening, Council members. It's great to be here today. First, I would like to thank you for all you do and all the new council members. I'm here to just share a little bit about what we've done the last 2 years in regards to raising the Christian flag in front of City Hall. We're very passionate about our city, and I would like to implore to you and for you to consider to continue to allow the raising of the flag due to many things. There's no political agenda. It's basically promoting unity, love, and community in our city. We've partnered up with many clergies for the last several years, especially the Hispanics as well as African Americans. And the last couple of years, we've had hundreds of people that have supported, and we want to continue to share love and community and unity within Hartford. So we just please ask you to consider continuing to allow the raising of the flag. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Christian Anestella. Oh, come on, Christian, you can talk to us.
So, dear council city members, please say yes to the Department of Sports and Recreation. I am a Hartford resident, mom, and a golf coach. I believe sports help our children stay active, learn sports fundamentals, practice values, life skills, and unlock their full potential. So say yes.
It's important for kids to get sports, to stay active, fit, and healthy. It helps them to it's good to go outside, get vitamin D. It's really nice. It's good, and I really enjoy playing sports. I'm 10 years old. I'm in the 5th grade, and it's something I really enjoy.
Christian, may I ask a question? What sports do we play?
4 sports that I play: golf, basketball, soccer,
Wow.
and football. And football. Yeah.
Wow. You do stay busy. Thank you very much for testifying. Awesome. Is there anyone who did not sign up who would like to speak to the council? Yes, please come forward.
Esteemed members of the Hartford City Council, my name is Ryan Pinnock, a 2014 graduate of Rutgers University with a degree in sports management and an associate of Blair Creative Marketing Solutions. I stand before you today to propose an idea that could transform our community and ignite a new era of excitement and opportunity in the Springfield-Hartford metropolitan area, bringing an NBA franchise to our region. The potential partnership between the cities of Hartford and Springfield offer a unique opportunity to showcase our vibrant culture, drive economic growth, and foster community pride. The arrival of an NBA team would not only bring thrilling basketball to our doorstep, but also serve as a catalyst for economic development. From increased tourism to job creation, the benefits of hosting a professional sports team are manifold. Hartford has a rich history and a diverse array of attractions, and adding an NBA franchise to our landscape would further our appeal as a destination for visitors and investors alike. Moreover, the presence of an NBA team would invigorate our local businesses, from restaurants and hotels to retail establishments. The influx of fans attending games, as well as the exposure through broadcasts and media coverage, would provide a significant boost to our economy, creating opportunities for growth and prosperity for our residents. Beyond the economic advantages, the introduction of an NBA franchise would instill a sense of pride and unity in our community. Sports have a unique ability to bring people together, transcending barriers of age, race, and background. By rallying behind our team, we can strengthen the bonds that connect us and foster a shared sense of identity and belonging. In considering this proposal, it is essential to recognize the long-term benefits that an NBA franchise could bring to our region. From inspiring our youth to pursue their dreams, to elevating our status on the national stage, the impact of such an endeavor would extend far beyond the confines of the basketball court. In conclusion, I urge the Hartford City Council to embrace this opportunity to explore the possibility of partnering with the City of Springfield to bring an NBA franchise to the Hartford-Springfield metropolitan area. Together, we can write the next chapter in our collective story, one defined by prosperity, unity, and the thrilling spectacle of professional basketball.
Thank you, Mr. Pinnock. Thank you. Okay, just we got one more? Okay, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Melissa Yenny. I am actually a Hartford Public School teacher, but also an employee of the current Department of Children's Recreation, Youth, and Families. So I'm just coming here today to show my support for the new department. I have been an employee of the current department for the last 20 years. I started as a lifeguard at 16 years old. And at that time, we were under the Department of Health and Human Services. We then were bounced to the current department we're in. And we've never really been a priority. And not being a priority has shown, and gradually, we as employees have tried to hold the department together. We just haven't been able to, and we're in a department that is broken. We don't prioritize recreation. We don't prioritize swimming. We don't prioritize our youth, even though we're in this department. I see it on a weekly basis. Change needs to happen. I don't know if this will be the immediate change and the best solution, but we need to prioritize our department for the sake of our youth, not just our young children. I know there are a couple younger children here, but the 16 to 24-year-old group that we seem to be neglecting, and they're finding other things to do in the community that we don't need them to do. So we need to be able to bring them in by prioritizing recreation. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. And thank you all, especially thank the Noah Webster School for coming and testifying before us. Before I end this meeting, just want to remind everyone that we are going to start our budget process in the next several weeks. And on the first public hearing we will have is going to be April 3rd. The budget process will start. There is a public hearing. It's going to be at Batchelder School at 6 p.m. There you go. So we really need members like yourself in that budget. You'll see how much money is going to be in the recreation division. So we need you to come again and let us know your thoughts or your concern about the budget. So again, that's going to be April 3rd at 6 p.m., public hearing at Batchelder. So I hope to see all those beautiful faces and Noah Webster kids all over again. I would look forward to it. Oh, sure. We got one more?
Why do so many other places have organized sports than Hartford?
We don't know. You tell me why.
But why won't anybody stand
Well, thank you guys for coming, and I will call this public comment to a close. Thank you. Yeah, 20, yes.